Enjoyment Unlimited.
All the hits, one station.
You're listening to Carnival Radio.
Good evening, this is World News from Carnival Radio. I am Oluwadamilare Badmus. To begin the news this evening, starting from Africa, International Criminal Court judges on Tuesday opened hearing to finalize charges against fugitive Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony. Kony, leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, has been wanted since 2005 and faces 39 counts of war crimes and crimes against humanity between 2002 and 2005, including murder, rape, use of child soldiers, sexual slavery, and forced pregnancy. Deputy Prosecutor Mame Madiaye Inang said the case seeks to bring closure to one of the ICC's longest-standing fugitives. Legal experts says the process could serve as model for suspects still at large, including Russian President Vladimir Putin and Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The ICC has faced criticism over the warrants for both leaders, with Moscow and Tel Aviv denying the allegations and rejecting the jurisdiction. In Asia, Indian lawmakers Tuesday elected CP Rodrikasan, a former parliamentarian from the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, as the country's new vice president. The election followed the sudden resignation of Jagdeep Dhakar in July, more than 2 years before his term was due to expire. Citing health reasons, lawmakers voted by secret ballots as required by the constitution, with 752 valid referendum votes cast in parliament. Radhia Karstian, 68th governor of Maharashtra, secured 452 votes with the backing of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's coalition, while opposition candidate B. Saredian Rodi, a former Supreme Court judge, received 300 votes. Moving forward to Europe, French President Emmanuel Macron is seeking a new prime minister after parliament voted out center-right leader Francois Bayrou over unpopular budget tightening plans. Bayrou's 9-month tenure ended Monday night with a lost confidence vote, and he tendered his resignation to Macron on Tuesday. The government confirmed that Bayrou's and his cabinet will remain in a caretaker role until a successor is appointed. However, takeover will force the task of uniting parliament to pass France's 2006 budget under pressure to cut a deficit nearly double the EU's 3% ceiling and debt at 114% of GDP. Defense Minister Sébastien Lecornu is among possible successors, though Macron may turn to the center left or a technocrat. Moving forward to South America, the auction of Chitgo Petroleum parent company has intensified into a contest between creditors seeking compensation for exploited assets in Venezuela and holders of the vote PDVSA bond. Both groups' interests have classed the Delaware court's edge toward concluding a bidding process that has stretched nearly 2 years. The supervising official recently altered his recommended winner following the first round of bidding. At issue is the ownership of Chitgo, the seventh largest U.S. refiner tied to Venezuela debt. The court will hear argument, witness, and expert submission next week before declaring a final winner. In North America, the Environmental Protection Agency on Tuesday proposed new rule to speed up construction of infrastructure for artificial intelligence data centers across the United States. The plan would allow companies to begin limited work on facilities such as power plants and manufacturing sites before receiving air permits under Clean Air Act. EPA Administrator Lee Zedin said permitting is long, slow growth and innovation, describing the reform as part of efforts to fix a broken system. The proposal follows the agency Powering the Great American Comeback initiative announced 6 months ago to expand energy supply. Officials say the measures aim to meet soaring power demand from data center while ensuring environmental standards remain in place. In Australia, a pilot has died in a light plane crash during agricultural spraying operation in South Australia, police confirmed. The incident occurred around 1:30 p.m. local time in field near Yelena, about 275 kilometers west of Adelaide. Police identified the victim as a 36-year-old man, the sole occupant of the aircraft, who died at the scene. Major crash investigators were deployed to determine the cause, with the Australian Transport Safety Bureau also opening an inquiry. The ATSB said the air tractor aircraft struck terrain while spraying crops, and that wreckage parts will be examined in Canberra. And with that, we've come to the end of the world news this evening. You can check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. You can also download the Carnival Media app on Google Play Store and the iOS App Store. My name remains Oluwadamilare Badmus. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good evening.